Take a look at the new Mercedes-AMG C63 Coupe, the sportiest C-Class ever. It's instantly apparent that this is one very special high-performance automobile. Based on the C300 Coupe, the C63 sits lower, is 2.6 inches wider overall, and has a longer hood to accommodate the V8 bi-turbo engine. In fact, the only doors, roof, trunk lid are shared with the C300, and even the trunk lid looks different with the C63's standard rear spoiler. Up front, there's the iconic twin-blade grille with AMG badging and the signature AMG A-wing front spoiler, which serves as an air deflector for the 3 cooling air openings. Every opening in the front end has its purpose, and nothing is cosmetic, as on some competitors. Take a closer look and you'll see some of the heat exchangers placed prominently for extra cooling. LED lights are standard, and 2 power domes in the hood complement the aggressively flared front and rear wheel arches. Sculpted side sills span the wheelbase. In the back, a trunk lip spoiler and rear diffuser with 2 twin tailpipes complete the aggressive design. The front and rear suspension are also specific to the C63 with a 2.9-inch wider front track and a 1.9-inch wider rear track. Low-profile 19-inch tires are standard, 255 by 35 front and 285 by 30 in the rear. Forged aluminum wheels, staggered 19-inch front and 20-inch rear are optional. The body structure has been reinforced in key areas to compensate for the extreme lateral forces the powertrain and suspension are capable of. Visible through the optional forged alloy wheels are the extremely large brake rotors with red calipers, 6 piston calipers in the front and single piston calipers in the rear. Since the front brakes do the majority of the work slow in the car, the optional brake package fits massive carbon ceramic rotors to the front only. This provides exceptionally consistent braking performance even during high-speed use without the cost of the 4-wheel ceramic system. A panoramic sunroof is standard with a large glass panel that can either tilt up for ventilation or slide back for open-air driving. A power sunshade lets you adjust the amount of sunlight entering the cabin. There are 3 exterior packages available. This car is equipped with the AMG Night package, which features gloss black A-wing insert, exterior mirror covers, sill inserts, window surrounds, rear diffuser trim, and even the twin exhaust tips. Carbon fiber package 1 fits front A-wing trim, side sill inserts, and rear valance trim crafted from genuine carbon fiber. Carbon fiber package 2 continues this theme with exterior mirror housings and the rear spoiler in carbon fiber. The legendary one-man, one-engine philosophy of the AMG is brought to life in the C63. Its handcrafted 4.0-liter V8 bi-turbo engine, signed on a plaque by the master engine builder, is derived from the Mercedes-AMG GT and GTS supercar engines. Revised for duty in the C63, this V8 bi-turbo produces 503 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. Even more impressive, peak torque arrives at just 1,750 RPMs for virtually instantaneous response. To put things into perspective, this 4.0-liter V8 bi-turbo engine develops 12% more power and 16% more torque than the 6.3-liter V8 in the outgoing AMG model. More to the point, the AMG C63 V8 produces 110 pound-feet more torque than the BMW's twin-turbo engine. As you might imagine, performance is impressive. The Mercedes-AMG C63 can run from 0 to 60 miles an hour in just 3.8 seconds. Top speed is electronically limited to 180 miles an hour. This AMG engine uses a hot V setup where the 2 turbochargers are nestled in between the heads of the V8s. This creates a direct path for the exhaust gases to the turbos for quick response even at low revs. The engine cylinders use nanoslide technology to help reduce friction and increase durability. In fact, the surfaces of the cylinder liners in the AMG V8 are twice as hard as those of conventional cast iron cylinder liners. What's more, its forged pistons are both stronger and lighter than conventional cast pistons. This powerful engine is also fitted with dynamic engine mounts. The mounts are filled with metallized fluid, and an electromagnet changes the fluid's viscosity almost instantly. The result is a solid and more direct feel for sporty driving, as well as reduced noise and vibration on long-distance cruises. Performance without compromise. The standard exhaust uses an electronic crossover valve to control exhaust volume based on the AMG Dynamic Select driving mode. An optional performance exhaust system goes one step further with 2 additional bypass valves operated by a button on the center console, giving you the option of more discrete sound or full AMG signature exhaust spark. Sending all the power to the rear wheels is an AMG SpeedShift MCT 7-speed sport transmission. You can think of it like an automatic transmission, but with a series of wet clutches instead of a torque converter. Because these clutches respond more quickly than a fluid-filled torque converter, the shift times are faster and the overall character of the transmission is much sportier. It's also able to match engine revs on downshifts, and the lack of a torque converter actually improves fuel efficiency. Another unique efficiency feature is sailing mode, which disconnects the transmission from the engine while coasting. Standard on the C63 S Coupe is an electronic limited-slip rear differential that uses a series of clutches to deliver nearly instant power transfer between the 2 rear wheels. With precise electronic control, this differential can vary the torque split left to right based on changing traction needs as you corner, accelerate, and brake. Its dynamic variable locking also allows higher cornering speeds near the limits of adhesion, adapting to road surface, friction, lateral forces, and other driving conditions as they occur. The 3-stage ESP includes ESP on, the default setting, plus ESP Sport Handling Mode and ESP off for full track-ready driver control. The standard Eco Start-Stop system automatically shuts off the engine at stoplights to save fuel and reduce emissions. It can be deactivated by the driver, and it is automatically deactivated when the AMG Dynamic Select system is in Sport, Sport Plus, or Race modes. AMG Ride Control Sport suspension with adjustable shock absorbers is standard. Lighter and more rigid than the standard C-Class suspension components, AMG developed springs and shock absorbers deliver highly responsive tracking and cornering with a balance of comfort and control. Compared to the C300 Coupe, the suspension has been completely redesigned with model-specific steering knuckles, rear axle carrier, wheel bearings, and even camber settings. Let's take a look inside at some of this model's AMG-specific controls and features. The C63S's breathtakingly sporty interior represents a marriage of high design and racing-derived ergonomics. Soft, hand-fitted Napa leather upholstery is available in 4 color schemes. Standard black Napa features exclusive gray accents along with silver seatbelts. A no-charge option includes all-black Napa upholstery or black seats with contrasting inserts and top stitching in your choice of platinum white or red pepper. Deeply contoured and highly supportive AMG Performance front seats are optional. Directly inspired by racing, these seats feature integrated head restraints and AMG badges. In addition to the usual power adjustments, the thigh bolsters and backrest bolsters are also power adjustable for personalized lateral support. The standard AMG Performance steering wheel with Dynamica inserts provides excellent grip for precise driver control. The wood-trimmed center console can instead be ordered with optional carbon fiber or silver fiberglass trim. When you prefer music instead of the sound of the AMG V8, turn up the standard Burmester premium sound system with front bass. The AMG head-up display is optional, with specific AMG content, a visual upshift indicator when you're using the paddle shifters in manual mode, and even an AMG lap timer. The command system on the C63S also features several AMG touches. Like many other Mercedes-Benz models, the C63S is fitted with Dynamic Select, but as we've seen throughout this AMG high-performance coupe, this system has a few highly specific functions. Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and individual modes adjust parameters of the engine, suspension, steering, and transmission. In addition, adjacent buttons let you adjust each setting on its own while in any mode. And then there's the C63S Race mode, which switches all of these systems to their most performance-oriented settings. The electronic limited slip differential responds more quickly, ESP switched to Sport Handling mode, The transmission goes into manual mode, the dynamic engine mounts are set to their most rigid setting, and the exhaust flaps are fully opened. What's more, when race mode is selected, the race start feature can be easily activated. Intended for the quickest possible standing start acceleration on the track, Race Start automatically optimizes the engine's RPM and transmission shifting to achieve perfect time launches. With extraordinary dynamic performance, premium grade materials, and precision workmanship, plus all the expected active safety systems, the Mercedes-AMG C63 is a high-performance coupe without compromise, powerful performance when you want it, along with luxurious comfort when desired.